Okay, a meeting of the Middletown Board of Estimate. Attendance is myself and Alderman Massey are present. Absent is Council President Rodriguez. So it is now 4 o'clock, so we can begin the meeting. Item 1, Julissa Sierra is requesting from the Board of Estimate to accept the contract renewal with Orange County for the Senior Transportation Program and authorize the mayor to sign effective January 1st, 23. Motion by myself.
Second.
Second by Massey. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 2, Maria Bruni requesting the following transfers within her budget. Paramount repairs the building 1,000 to city-sponsored events. Promoters and sponsors 1,000 city-sponsored events. Movie rental fee 4,000 city-sponsored events. Concessions 4,500 city-sponsored events. And dues and membership 2,500 credit card fees.
29, Joe.
2,900, sorry. Motion by Massey, seconded by myself. Any questions?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Item 3. Please find the enclosed proposal from CT Mail Associates dated December 4th, 2022 for the Highland Dam, Monhagen Dam, and Monhagen Dike updates of the annual certifications, inspections, and maintenance plan, the emergency action plan, and a schedule update for upgrading the dams to meet DEC requirements. Jacob Tweedle is requesting the Board of Estimate approve the proposal and authorize the mayor to sign it. Funding will go as follows. Raised dams, Shawanga general expense, $26,600 to city dams, 512 account. That's it. Motion by myself.
Second.
You want to give a minute on that, Jacob, or is there anything we should know about it, or?
Yeah, good afternoon. This is basically to update the emergency action plans and that we have already on file with the DEC, and also there are some inspection reports done, and they need to be by DEC. They need to be addressed, and we have to come up with the schedule that to correct any deficiencies in Highland and in Monhagen dams, and this proposal will cover that expense, just to come up with the schedule and update all the emergency action plans that we have with the DEC, and do the certification and reporting all the other on the other existing dams, and that's an amount of $26,000, and that is reasonable, in my opinion.
Okay, any further questions, Mr. Tawil?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, 0. Item 4, public construction bids for upgrading the 3 Shawanga dams and a separate bid for upgrading Kinch Dam were open on 12/6/22 during a Board of Estimate meeting. The bids were received and evaluated by me, Mr. Tawil, and CT Mail. Enclosed are the recommendations of award. The Shawanga Dam project to Servodome, Inc., /B Anthony Construction joint venture, the bid price of $3,797,935. Item 2 is Kinch Dam, project to Colinelli Brothers for the base bid only in the amount of $1,475,000. Jacob Tweedle is requesting that the contractors be awarded the contracts during the 1/3/23 council meeting and authorize the mayor to sign. Furthermore, some partial funding has already been established for Shawanga dams. The remaining need to be funded for Shawanga and Kinch construction projects, as well as a cost of engineering, construction, and inspection. Testing should be bonded, inspection testing, and it should be bonded. Jacob Tweedle requesting that city treasurer be authorized to bond the needed funds that will quantify based on her recommendations. Motion by myself.
Second.
Seconded by Massey. And we understand, Jacob, this is under a, not a consent order, but it's basically a directive from DEC?
DEC, yes, for 2 items. Number 1 is the water taking permits required that we install meters. Part of the Shawangunk project is to install meters downstream from the dam, and also that will address the deficiencies identified by the DEC in their inspection for Shawangunk. For Kench, we are doing the improvement, and we have eliminated the water meter vault that was part of this contract for $180,000 just to save funding, and we came up with an alternate metering devices that DPW will be installing on their own, and to save $180,000 that's in the contract.
Right,
So
now, on the funding side, Leonora, we have a little under $2 million in the Shawanga Dam that's already been borrowed, and then there's a couple other accounts that we're looking at to consolidate funding. One is the Kinch Dam meters, if I remember right, 600,000. But there are a couple of accounts that we're looking to combine before we do a borrowing. So by authorizing you to borrow, you'll look at consolidating whatever we have and come up with a number of recommendations to borrow when needed. And when do you expect construction to begin?
Spring.
Spring.
This spring, yeah.
And that's adequate time because we already have money in the bank on it. Okay. So a motion by myself, seconded by Massey. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Item 5, find the enclosed proposal from CT Mail for engineering, construction, and testing services required during the Kink Dam. You
I didn't.
blame it on Leonora.
In my defense, I don't know the names.
Yeah, you don't know where it is, right? You don't want to know that, you know, places in nowhere. Construction project for your review and approval.
Messing me around.
Tweel's requesting a council resolution authorizing the mayor to sign the same and include this cost in the bond to fund the dam's construction. Total is $183,250. Please note that the proposal appears to be high, but it's dependent on the contractor performance. I'll be reaching out to CT Mail to come up with a possible arrangement to share the inspector with the Shawanga Dams project in order to cut down expenses. So motion is by myself,
Second.
second by Massey. So if I'm reading that, Jacob, 183,250 will be the cap.
Yes.
And you're going to be able to reduce that.
Except, except God forbid if we end up with problems during the construction, which will exceed the estimated amount of time, at which time it's going to be charged time and material. So we're going to keep, just keep an eye on it and keep close control as much as possible on the contractor and on the engineer.
Okay.
Hey, Jacob, any idea of a savings if you can combine?
No, nothing yet. It's a holidays and everybody is on their way, and we will try. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 6, Jacob Tawil requesting the Board of Estimate that the vehicles listed below declared surplus and authorization to dispose of in the most advantageous way to the city, based on his opinion, which is final. Oh.
You always say that. It's typical language.
That's typical.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Most likely through Auctions International. 2000 Crown Vic, the VIN number there, would require numerous repairs, including needing a new transmission installed, which would cost more than what the car is worth at its current state.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Massey, seconded by me. And you'll let us know when you make that final decision?
May I just,
Yes, sir.
this is only if we get like sealed bids sometimes, and the bidders, they will start challenging, why do you give this? And then we say the commissioner decision is final, not because of you elected officials. Your decision is final.
Okay.
So you can always overrule me,
Okay
of
with
course.
me, I don't
No,
really-
you can overrule me,
I
but
know
that's,
Alderman Massey, when I was reading the resolution, gave me a dirty look.
I understand that. I saw him too.
Yeah.
But, but that's why, it's to protect us, make our life easier with the contractors,
Understood.
with the bidders.
I
That's
agree
all.
with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 7, Jacob Tawil is respectfully requesting that the Board of Estimate authorize the treasurer to make a transfer of funds from the personal care line 5110-100 and to the personal service line 1490-100, which has been recently overdrawn due to unbudgeted salaries for a new employee hired in 2022. The request is for $66,000 transferred from personal services street to personal services public works administration. And motion by myself, seconded by
Me?
Massey. Can you
Yeah,
give
explain.
an explanation on that?
It's basically because we added some staff in DPW and code enforcement, and we had to cover, the salary was not budgeted for.
We added a full position?
Tom Bear. Yeah, 42,000 or something, whatever the number.
Didn't we do that under ARPA?
No,
This is his first year?
Yeah.
2022 was his first year?
yeah.
And why 66,000? He's not making
Well,
that kind of money.
that's how much we need to cover our, I don't know the exact, I
It
have.
was an
the-
addition plus maybe some overdraw on your part.
Yeah, probably some, no. There's no error that was committed by my department. I'm not admitting to any errors in here. I'm just requesting,
The fund balance.
Yep.
we're
All right,
not
so
touching the fund
intra,
balance. We're not touching the fund balance, Mr. Massey.
intra-department transfer.
Exactly.
All right.
I have the backup here, but, you know,
It's okay. All right, motion's on the table. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
thank you.
You might as well stay there.
Yep.
Jacob Twill requesting the Board of Estimate to authorize the treasurer to make the following transfers within the DPW 2022 budget. 25,000 transfers needed to cover chemicals needed for the water treatment plant. 16,000 transfers needed to cover unexpected repairs to the blower at the wastewater treatment plant. And 9,000 is needed to cover the cost of diesel fuel for the remainder of the year due to rising costs. And 35,000 transfers needed to cover the repairs to lights and poles that were replaced throughout the city. The balance is at $2,000 for the remainder of the year. So we have those four transfer items coming from personal services, landfill sludge, repairs to building, and professional services, into chemicals, repairs to equipment, gas and oil, and general expense.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Massey. All intra-party, seconded by myself. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 9, Corporation Council is requesting the following transfers within the 2022 budget. Corporation Council grievance, $15,000 to litigation is to replenish the 489 account in order to pay unpaid litigation expenses. And personnel training, $500 to general expense to replenish unpaid invoices. Item request is sponsored by myself,
Second.
seconded by Massey. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 10, requesting from the Board of Estimate the approval for a contract renewal with Cherry Road Technologies and authorize the mayor to sign. Contract expires December 23rd, 2023. The motion's by me, and second by
Oh, second.
Massey. One thing I wanted to, I've been going through this with Rick and Leonora. Now, on the proposal from 2021, there were 5 items. They totaled 207,000. For some reason, George only gave us 3 for our budget, totaling 176,700. I spoke with, I think during George's absence, we found out that we may need help desk, absolutely need help desk. And I spoke with Cherry Road today, and the other item, I don't believe the contingency fund is necessary, but I would like to approve the 5 items for 207, and then we'll find during the year the balance of the money, not approving any contingency account. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah, because they did the study back in '21, and they did not do any of the, they only did the 151, 200 in '22, but preparing for '23, they only added 2 of the 5. So I think we should be doing all 5 components. So I want to authorize the contract for 207,000. It doesn't say that here, so maybe I'll offer an amendment that we approve the 5 elements of the contract that total $207,000. So amendment by myself,
Second.
seconded by Massey. So, and Leonora will do that with the understanding that at some point during the year, we're going to have to find the additional funds. So voting on the amendment, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So now voting on the amended contract, the amended wording at least of the resolution is to authorize the mayor to sign the contract with Cherry Road for the 5 elements listed in the contract totaling $207,000. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 11, Leonora Liz is requesting from the Board of Estimate the authorization to transfer from ARPA funds to cover the cost of Don Paris consulting fee for ARPA reporting in the budget. It's from total of $3,136.78 from ARPA to Finance Personnel Services. Motion by myself,
Second.
seconded by Massey. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then we have, what is it, two water adjustments. First is 59 Vincent Drive, single-family home. They were sent notices from the, finance department. You had people look at it. They finally found it. It was a toilet that was running on and off. The usage was up to 73,000 for the one period. So I think Alderman Massey, you wanted to reduce it to 25? Is that what you wanted to do?
I was looking at the rest of them, Joe, and I think 25, reading the letter and
A
everything.
motion to reduce
Yes.
Vincent Drive to 25,000 gallons. All in favor? Motion by Massey, seconded by me. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then the second adjustment request was for 7-9 Maple Drive. It's a single-family owner occupied. The owner received a large water bill. They hired Truex, he found the leak. The leak continued into the middle of September, which increased the January bill also. Plumber's bill is attached. Geez, I hope they had more than a leaky toilet. His bill was $1,730.
Yeah, I saw that.
That would not be a
I
leaky
think they
toilet.
replaced the toilet.
Oh, but it sounds like
Well, it just
replaced
says parts and
and
labor.
shut-off valves. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. All right, so, they usually use about 8,000 gallons, and he had 2 periods that were totaled up to about 50, close to 50,000 gallons. So for the 2 periods of 8/1 and 12/1,
10,000?
12/1, reduced to 10,000 per period.
Okay.
You got that?
Yep.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anything else come for the board? Anyone online, Eileen?
Not at this time.
Okay.
Motion
All right, motion to adjourn.
So moved.